What's up, creeps? It's Jason. Of course, I'm here with JDK, freshly back from Monsterpalooza.
Yes.
How was that?
Really good. Excited to be here and talk about this amazing movie that we just saw over the weekend.
Yeah, and that's why we had a little lull in the action because fucking Jay was MIA here. Now, are you like a Cali guy now, or is it?
No, I'm not.
Oh wow,
I'm not.
Nice.
Once a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I like
for
that. I like
Monster,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a little different when you went to Vegas because you wanted to move there like immediately.
I will move to the the Strat.
The Strat.
I will move to the Stratosphere tomorrow.
The ghetto ass hotel, the Strat. So, hey, you guys, we're here for one reason. Actually, we're here for 1,000 reasons. We got to work today. So, no, I'm just kidding. But we're coming in early to talk about the Boogeyman, man. The Boogeyman, man. No, just the Boogeyman,
man.
That sounds like a song, right?
It is a song.
The Rubber Band.
Yes,
Anyway,
that's it.
but yeah, and which is a adaptation, a Stephen King adaptation. And let me go. Look, I heard we had the story night here, right? The horror story hour. We actually read the short story. Well, I didn't. Kirk Levengar did. Yeah, he did and did a great job. We had a fun time with that. But it wasn't like the movie at all.
No.
And then when I got into the theater, because I went and saw the advanced screening, you just saw it yesterday. It was kind of funny, but it was from the mind of Stephen King.
Right.
So basically, they just took the word Boogeyman and they're like, "Oh, that's good enough. We'll get some money on Stephen King here, and thank you."
Isn't this kind of how Children of the Corn went?
Basically,
kind of like
I guess.
a very
Yeah.
small snippet.
I'm not a big King nut hugger, and I respect the guy. It was so funny. Okay, let me throw this out real quick. All right, then we'll get into the review, guys. Hang in there. It's been a week. I hadn't seen you guys. You guys look great. I'm actually just looking at a camera. Right? I don't know what to talk about. But I took Gina Marie. Right, Gina Marie, diehard, don't like Stephen King. Why? Because she's a mom. She hates Stephen King because he always kills kids. And I remember sitting in the seats here. It was myself. It was Gina, me. Miss Callie Marie was next to her or next to me, and she reads over and she tells Callie that. She goes, "He always just kills kids." I don't know, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, not every time. Fucking A. If the first scene they just didn't kill a kid.
What was like 15 seconds in the movie?
they kill like a 1-year-old.
Yeah.
And she just we both just look over and she's just like, I told you. I
could give you my review right now.
Yeah. But funny, I'll tell you how that all ended up. Anyway, so let's talk about The Boogeyman, which is out in theaters right now, guys, if you're watching this current day and everything. If not, if it's a year later, guess what? I'm pretty sure it's on streaming, and it will always be there. And directed by Rod Savage, which is a great porn name, by the way.
I was just going to say, I feel like I've seen a variety of Rod Savage movies.
Yeah, right. They weren't on the theater. That's what.
No.
Well, maybe like back city New York theaters.
Oh,
or
yeah.
something, right?
Sure.
So, but no, Rod Savage. If you guys haven't heard from him, he's director. He did the Host and I think Dash Cam, which are kind of two whatever movies. They're okay, I guess. Nothing to really write home about. And
No.
but so he's taking on a pretty scary movie, if you ask me, right?
Dabbling into the horror realm.
Yeah. So, what is the synopsis? It's kind of let me see here. Explain how the synopsis. So basically, a guy, a family, a man and his two daughters. They lost their mom in a car accident, right?
Correct.
So, and it was recent, like a couple months ago, the kid's just now going back to school. People, everybody's saying, you know how it is. I'm sorry. And she's just sick of hearing it. She's an angsty teen type of thing, right?
Gets a little bit bullied by the
Correct.
friends.
Yeah. And so it's just everybody's having a bad time in life because they just lost mom to a car crash, blah, 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 bad, right? And to come to find out, the Boogeyman is a real thing, right? that basically hides in closets and what you all expect, the old school stuff, but he feeds on what? Like misery.
Misery, doom, gloom, depression, fear, grief.
Right.
You should live at my house.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. So you check your closet, bro. So that's what he feeds on. He doesn't like the happy people, right? And all that stuff. Lives in the shadows, hates light, exactly everything. And basically he's terrorizing this family that lost their mom. And then there's another family that's involved that, we just talked about, lost a kid at the very beginning. And these two families connect because they both are fighting the Boogeyman.
Right, and there's some really cool layers too. Like the father is a therapist, right, or a
Correct,
psychologist, one or the other.
Yeah.
And like he's personally going through his own grief, but he's not handling it. So
Right.
The kids are seeing a therapist, but he is not. But he should be,
Yeah.
because he's gone through a lot of shit. So you have that little wrinkle in there too, which is definitely important because they're seeing the boogeyman, and he's kind of like, a little delusional.
And the cool thing about this was they had a guy that comes in, and you'll see it. I don't want to spoil it too much, right? So I guess this is sort of spoiler free, whatever. But that says that, hey, the boogeyman, he's there when the parents aren't paying attention. He'll take care of the kids, and it's funny because the entire movie you're like, where the fuck's the dad?
Right.
But by design, right? So when the dad, some reason, I don't know why, all this shit's happening in the house upstairs. I mean, I'm talking mega poltergeist type of actions, monsters and all this stuff. And dad's downstairs, just, I guess he's got his headphones on, watching YouTube or something.
Drinking.
Yeah, because we don't see him hardly ever. Anyway, pretty funny. But guys, this is jump scare galore.
A lot of jump scares.
It's all jump scares,
and
man.
It's got that setting that I think you and I both like, which is just, it's a very dark movie, man. It's got this atmosphere to it that is just dreadful. It's sorrowful, but the whole movie, it's a slow burn, right?
Yes.
But the thing that separates it from just a slow movie versus a slow burn is I was very pleased with the ending of the movie.
For sure. Oh, yeah, really cool ending, which, once again, we won't spoil in here because it's freshly out in the theaters and all that stuff, man. But yeah, so you're going to get your fair share of your typical, and they're fun jump scares, man. I guess maybe one or two are unwarranted. And I'm not a big jump scare guy, right? I mean, I like them when they do them right, like The Conjuring does them fucking amazing.
Phenomenal.
And, yeah, Annabelle's and, The Controverse, just to give it that. And so does like Insidious and, Sinister, and they do a really good job. So I wasn't disappointed by any of the jump scares, and a few of them. I remember watching the two ladies to my left and right, boo, almost out of the seats.
Oh boy, there was one really good one, the one you're probably talking about.
Yeah, there's but I don't want to give it away because if you know it, you're not going to be scared about it. But anyway, good stuff, man. People, I guess, like when I left the theater on the screening, it was packed house, right? It was the pre-screening or whatever it was, right? The what do they call it? Like a sneak preview.
An advanced screening, yeah.
Yeah. And it was mixed reactions. Some people were like, oh, and there's two complaints. One, people said they didn't like the mother. And then not the mother that died, right? Like I said, there was a second family who she lost everybody in her family except her. And she went with a little bit more, I guess you want to go, Jamie Lee Curtis type of.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. She's very hard-nosed, but like she's been through a world of shit.
Correct.
So I actually related to her character a lot, just in the sense of you feel for her.
Right.
So I don't know how. I thought
people were like didn't like her because she was shotgun wielding and she was here to take out the boogeyman. And I mean, what else are you gonna fucking do? This thing's terrorizing her daily, right? You're gonna fight back, right? So I didn't mind her. And you guys let us know what you think of that character itself. The second complaint people had was, well, the boogeyman's CG, right? Okay. So if you look at the design of this creature, right? Yes, could you do this practically? Yes. But you will never get the movements and all this stuff. And I'm a big anti-CG guy.
Sure.
We've talked about this 1,000 times. But they kept this boogeyman in the fucking shadows the whole time, right?
Right.
I would say the majority is silhouette based, and he has these very big spider legs and all this stuff. And occasionally you'll see the face. You'll see more in that eventually. But I thought it was done well.
I thought so too. It's the shadow work you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
And I love when you would see him, like, for example, a reflection through the television. Like,
yeah.
I think that's fantastic. I won't give that scene away at all. But like you said, a lot of what you do see, it's very dark, so you don't really see too much. And I don't think you could do it practically, like you said. Could you? Yes, but theoretically, should you? No, because then all those movements you lose.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I mean, and then when you do stuff practically, you got to show it more, right, and all that stuff. But then you get a little bit more desensitized to it as well. Where the whole time I was terrified of this boogeyman. I thought they just killed it with this thing, and I knew it was CG. And I didn't mind. Now, at the end, yes, you get the full Monty, right? But the payoff's fine. I didn't mind that at all.
I was very happy with it. Like I said, from start to finish. And by the way, let's talk about the PG-13 element to this movie.
Thank you.
The PG-13 element, I was completely okay with.
So we get some people going, how is it a fucking good movie? I'm quoting, by the way. How is it a fucking good movie if it's PG-13? What do you mean?
I hate this. This is like something that actually does grind my gears. The PG-13
the rating thing. By the way, Poltergeist was PG at one point, by the way, right?
Poltergeist, The Changeling.
Let me go. Can I give you a couple other PG-13 movies? You tell me if they suck. The Ring. I was one of them.
Love it.
Drag Me to Hell.
One of my favorites.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark was a great movie,
so
right?
Fun.
Arachnophobia.
Oh my God, who doesn't love that movie?
The Exorcism of Emily Rose. And how about Insidious?
My God.
Those are all PG-13 movies.
Right.
And these are all bangers, as you would say
Yes,
here.
Amityville Horror.
Oh yeah, another one. Right.
Come on.
So good stuff there. So don't get now. Yeah, but if you're looking for blood and guts, there really isn't any. There's like one scene where someone gets ripped in half or something.
Right, and we're horror fans here. Not every subgenre of horror is about blood and guts.
Correct.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. So, but this was I thought it was a really fun movie, and well worth my time to go watch. And I tell everybody who's coming to the store, if you like good Boogeyman, ghost story type of thing,
Yeah.
this is it, man. This is the one to go see.
And the pacing was good. You're not in there too long at all.
No.
I want to say maybe 85 minutes, something like that.
100%. Yeah, it was fun. So I'm giving it my thumbs up. I am. We're gonna do a different rating system now.
Yeah, we're debuting.
We're starting a new rating system here, and because this is where today everybody's pinching the dollar, right?
We are.
Fucking gas is like $17 a gallon, right? I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Just everything in this world is expensive. I went and bought a gallon of milk the other day. I had to take a fucking loan.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, right? So we're gonna rate it now. How much would you pay to see this movie?
Okay.
All right. Now, what's the average ticket price?
That's what I was just going to bring up, right? So let's say it's $12.
Is it?
I think so.
Okay.
Like, I know we usually go early.
Yeah.
It's kind of like our style.
I guess
right?
it all matters. Yeah. What's that?
Right. Because if you go 1 in the afternoon, I think it's the cheap one. It's like $9.
Under $10.
But
yeah.
if it's date night, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's $12, $13.
Yeah, yeah. If you're gonna go see a prime time type of thing, you're gonna pay about $12.
So what do you want to say? $12 for
Yeah.
the median?
Yeah. So $12 is your median
$12
ticket
is
price.
okay.
Well, depends. So I'll kick it off.
Okay.
All right. I would easily drop 3 nickels on this. I would drop $15 to go see this movie.
Okay.
Man. I was happy with that. I got what I wanted on this, man. I wanted jump scares that were warranted. I wanted a creepy creature that at night when I'm laying in bed, it happened last night. I woke up out of dead sleep. Something banged, right? My wife was downstairs with the kid hanging out. I went to bed early, like at midnight. I don't know what the fuck they do all the way till like 3 a.m. But I woke up and it was like I'm in my bathroom. And I'm like, dude, everything was pitch black except like these super. You have pitch black and you got super pitch black.
Yeah.
There was something super pitch black in my corner. And I just did this. Nope. I just went to sleep. I'm like, you can just kill me in my sleep, please. But that's what I wanted in the Boogeyman. And I fucking got it. So I would drop $15 to go see this movie. How about you?
I love it, man. Whatever the highest admission is, I think it's IMAX theaters. I think it's like $15 for that. I would easily pay that. So
$15.
Whatever your standard rate is for a movie, I would pay that all day.
Okay.
Like I said, I really enjoyed this movie. These are my kind of comfort movies. These are the ones I love. Like if I want to be invested, but I don't care if I fall asleep. This is the perfect kind of movie that I throw on.
Yeah, it is, man. It's like, and I mentioned Drag Me to Hell earlier.
Another one.
Revisited this weekend again, and it was like in the background, but it was such a fun movie being in the background, right?
Right.
You've seen it, like I've seen it like 9 times, but it was still good. And I think the Boogeyman will be, once it comes streaming, will be on my playlist like that as well.
Right. Oh, I agree. And to the fullest admission, whatever it is, $12, $13, I'd pay that all day. I'm not gonna go crazy and say I double the admission or anything like that.
No, I don't think so either.
It was a very fine movie. As far as June goes, I don't think we've had like, Evil Dead Rise, but since then it's been nothing.
Yeah,
right?
that killed, man. Evil Dead Rise.
Which crushed. Now, Evil Dead Rise, you're getting double my money.
I'm gonna pay a little extra for that one,
for sure.
man.
But this was a fantastic movie, man. As far as like, it's in the middle of summer. It's going up against movies like Spider-Man. The Burt Kreischer had this new movie out.
Okay.
So it's like it's a tough month.
I only
right
watch
now.
horror, so it's easy.
It's a tough month right now. So So for me, man,
June. Fuck.
$12, $13. I'm with it.
Okay, good to go. So, guys, there you go. Go watch The Boogeyman. Definitely worth your time. And let us know if you've seen it right here, not in these cups, right below the cups. Put that right in the comments or in the comments section. Let me know if you hate it. And how much would you pay to go see The Boogeyman?